Hi guys, how are you? Our Django Signal series is start. This is the part 2 of implementing a custom blog post model using Django Signals. In our last video, we cover the post underscore save and pre underscore save. This one we are cover these two in our last previous part, the first part of this series. And now today we are going to understand the pre underscore delete, post underscore delete, and as well as m to m underscore change, many to many underscore change signal. So today our task is to understand these signals of Django. What are these and how they implement in Django? Let's begin, and make sure to subscribe and like channel. These all efforts is just for you. If you like and subscribe, this will motivate me to build videos for you. So let's start this Django controller, signal controller. Basically this under receiver, and from receiver beginning is at the rate, and basically this is a decorator in Python, and this decorator, receiver decorator, is used to connect this pre underscore delete signal with this function. Basically this decorator, this signal handler, is connecting this blog underscore post underscore pre underscore delete function to a specific signal, in this case pre underscore delete for a particular sender blog post, this particular sender model. So basically this code is connecting this blog underscore post underscore pre underscore delete function with signal pre underscore delete for a particular sender blog post model. And the arguments, first understand this line, what I am doing here. Basically it says when a pre underscore delete signal is sent by a blog post model instance, execute this function. Once again, when a pre underscore delete signal is sent by a blog post model instance, execute the blog underscore post underscore pre delete underscore delete function. And in this function definition, the name of function is this, and the parameter which I am passing is sender, instance, and additional arguments. The function is executed, this function is executed when the pre underscore delete signal is triggered for a blog post model instance. This function will be executed when pre underscore delete signal is triggered for a blog post model instance, and the parameter sender, the sender of the signal in this case is blog post model, and the instance of the model that is about to be deleted. And star args or star keyword args are the additional arguments that can be passed to the function, not explicitly used. I am not using in this particular example, But on the next line, what I am doing, I am going to print with f string, using f string this line, print a message indicating that the blog post instance with a specified ID is about to be removed or deleted. I hope this makes sense for you. And the next one, this one, and one thing I want to express here, this signal can be useful for performing action just before a model instance is deleted from the database. This signal can be used when action just before a model instance is deleted from the database. And when a blog post instance is about to be deleted, it print this message that instance with a particular ID will be removed. Before deleting, this will be printed and this email will be generated. Let's understand this one. Post underscore delete. Guys, this signal handler is the opposite of same to same this. Here, before deleting the instance, this message will be printed, and whenever the instance is deleted with a particular ID, that time this signal handler will be generated or triggered. And then next one, m to m underscore chain, this signal handler, this one, let's understand what I am doing here. Guys, on this first line, I am going to create a decorator of Python. This will connect what? This will connect blog underscore post underscore liked underscore change function to a signal m to m underscore change for a particular sender blog post dot like dot through. It says, this line says, when a many-to-many relationship is changed on the liked field of blog post, this many-to-many relationship is changed when many-to-many relationship is changed on the liked field of blog post model instance, execute the blog underscore post underscore liked underscore change function. And this line I am defining a function with name this one and passing a parameter sender. In this case, the sender is blog post, and the blog post is with many-to-many relationship through liked field. This sender is with like field of many-to-many relationship. So basically, this function is executed when the m2m change signal is triggered for the many-to-many relationship of the blog post model, and the instance, this instance of the model that is being modified, and the action, this action, I am going to print this for you. This action is basically a string indicating the type of the change pre underscore add. In this case, you see here, meaning items are about to be added to the relationship. This action is doing what? This action is basically a string indicating the type of the change. The type of the change is pre underscore add, and the meaning this is whenever items are about to be added to the relationship. And these two are the additional arguments I am using here, and I am just defining here, but I not used in my this code. I just pass additional arguments. So on the next line, I am going to check with if statement if action equal to pre underscore add. This condition checks if the action is pre underscore add, meaning items are about to be added to the many to many relationship. And on the next line, print it if items are about to be added, it prints a message indicating that they are about to be added. And the next line, I am creating a variable QS and passing keyword arguments dot get model dot object dot filter and the prime pk underscore in equal to keyword args dot get pk underscore set. It retrieves this basically retrieves using the filter related. It retrieves the related model instance that are about to be added to the many to many relationship, and this keyword args dot get dot model gets the related model. This will doing what? This will be getting the model, related model, and this one keyword args dot get pk underscore set gets the primary key of the instance that are about to be added, and the objects dot filter, this one fetch the instance, this objects dot filter, this one will be fetching the instance from the related model based on the primary key. So on the next line, I am going to print qs.count. It print the count of the related model instance that are about to be added. So this signal handler that listen for changes in the many to many relationship of the like field in the blog post model. If item are about to be added, it prints message and provide information about the instance that are being added. Let's print this in terminal. What are these? To understand all this, what are the action and args and keyword args? You see, I come to my Django admin auth user. Here, what I am going to refresh this and add a new user when name Ali and the password going to save this. Please correct the error below. The password too short, and let's modify the password for this user, custom user. Let's add again. You see, our user is added successfully. When I see the terminal, you will be seeing some changes. You see here, admin auth user 4 change. Basically, here when I create a new user, you see the changes here, and when I save this user, I not saved here before. You see here I just created but not saved, and all the settings about this user are here, and the first name and the last name, and these are the first name and the last name for this user. And I go to save this user in my DB. Let's click on this save, and after saving this you see some changes in terminal. Let's select this Ali here and add some changes here. Imran Khan. I'm going to be save this again in my terminal. You see I got some logs here, and this log post admin /auth forward user forward 4 chain http. This log entry indicates a post request. This post request to update a user with ID 4 in my Django admin interface. You see here, and the HTTP response here 302, which means a redirect. This typically happens after a form submission to redirect the user to another page. This is 302 means a form submitted to and then redirect the user to once again to my own page. Let's see, to this page. When I click to update this user, and this will redirect to this. That's why I am getting 302. And whenever I want to delete this user, and when I refresh this whole and then collect the users again, and then I am going to log out my this log out, and when home and enter my things, login credentials for my user. You see, okay, and here I am going to select this my new user which I just created and want to delete this. Oh, no such table. So basically we just create a code and not add our model. We have to run some migrations. Here I'm going to stop my server and run my migrations. See guys, create model blog post, and that time by migrate, you see, sorry, migrate misspell here, and you see admin auth content session signal underscore app are applying. Our model is now created in DB using these commands. On first command I create my migrate file, and then I apply my changes to DB. So let's see once again. I'm going to run my server. My server is running on 8000 localhost. When I refresh this, you see, are you sure you want to delete the user Ali or the forward element? And then I am going to click yes, I am sure, and you will see Ali is removed from this. And then I am going to create another user with name Akbar as username, and the password. I just create a new user and see what happened. I am going to create some changes in my code. When I create a new user, at that time I want to show some print message here. Instance dot user name and instance dot id. I want to print these two, and this will print when this will be printed before saving pre underscore save before saving to db. This will be printing before saving to db, and I also want to add some here print. Here I want to add some whenever a user is created, that time this will print something. I am going to add some print statement here and add some logic here. And then I am going to save this again. Let's come back to the code we are going to change to print some logic for the blog post. Here I'm going to print instance saved. Simple. As you see here guys, in this my admin, I just create my blog post model and add my migrations, but you can't see my model here. What's the reason? Let's see in my code why I am not getting my blog post model here, which will show the signals changing here. Let's see here, you guys. This is our model.py, and in admin.py you see I am not register my model here, so for that I am not getting in my admin panel this blog post model. And here I am going to add my models from dot models import blog post model. Basically I am importing my models from this particular app blog post from this module, and here I'm going to register my admin.site.register and add my blog post model here. And when I save this, you will see some changes, and when I refresh this, you see our blog post model is added and seen in the admin interface. And when I click on blog post model and add new blog post, and here I am going to add, and here I am going to add title, and the title is, let's say, hello world. And here the slug is hello world. and I'm going to like this as well. Save valid flag consisting of letters, numbers, underscore or hyphens. Add hyphen here and save again. See in terminal some change. As you see here guys, some change is happening because of my signals. And you see here signal Django.db.model signals model signal update, and this and pre-add was added and one. Why I'm getting these all things? Because you see here I am getting all these things due to what? Due to this my signal handler m2m change signal handler. This is triggered, and you see the args and keyword args. I am getting this all from this, and the action is pre-add. And then if action is pre-added, and then I am getting was added, and then printing is all count, and I am getting only one because I have only one blog post. As I understand you this point before, this prints the count of the related model instance that are about to be added. That's why I am getting here this one. And let's save this. You see guys, and here if you want the user friendly, then you have to add here some code def underscore underscore str. This is a special function method. This will show you, and we want this the title is showing, not the something blog post one or things like that. We want the user friendly, the title of blog post. So for that, and I want to return this title from this. Once I save this, and you see I want to refresh this to see changes. You see the title of our blog post is seen here. So basically these are some logics you have to implement for user friendly setting in admin side as well. Here I am going to create a new post. Let's say learn code with Hafiz, and I not want to provide slug here that time, and also not provide liked here, and going to save this. You see username object has no attribute username. I got error. Why we are getting this? Because we are passing here something else. Here we have to provide instance.title, and on the below instance.id. Okay, and okay. So this is basically instance.title, not the instance dot username. We see the model fields. So we have title dot username. So let's save and refresh refresh this, continue, and you see we created a blog post with this title, learn code with Hafiz, and in terminal you see the title which we are printing here before storing to DBR database. Okay, and the instance ID still not, because this is not save. Before saving to database I got instance none, and then it added that this was printing, and I got this again. So let's remove this blog post here, and I want some change here. I want to like from this user this post or from Hafiz, and I am going to save this. You see the message, the blog post learn code with Hafiz was changed successfully. And if I delete this post and I want to delete this, yes, I am sure, and see the change. See in terminal 2 will be removed, the id 2, this message has coming from this signal handler, id 2 will be removed pre-delete when the post is already in DB. That's time I am getting this, and 2 has removed post underscore delete. I got this, and then I am getting this. So my signals are working from my blog post is okay till now. If any doubt in your mind, please comment it, subscribe, like,